I'm not going to tell you what we have done. We're just going to go out there and we're going to continue to show you. We've made leaps and bounds since the spring, and we're going to continue to take leaps and bounds. So that's a goal of ours, and, we're dead set on proving that. Forget talking about it.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and I wanted to make a quick video. We are just a little over a day and a half away from Tennessee going down to Gainesville, taking on Florida inside the swamp. Gator Hater Week is coming to a close, and this fan base seems to be all over the place. Over the last couple of days, I have heard from people that we are way too negative. Most of you heard it. We had a listener call into the Swain event to let Jason Swain know that Boogie Bentley and the Talkin VAWLS Network are way too negative. Meanwhile, I'm getting comments on YouTube videos telling us that we're way too optimistic, that we're sunshine pumpers, that Josh Heupel's never going to get it done. And what that tells me, when you have people that are so divisive on two opposite sides of the fence, tells me that we're dialed in somewhere in the middle. We try to keep it real on this channel. And maybe it's just the nature of the beast. Is it just the Tennessee fan base? You've got extremely strong people on the NegaVols side. You've got people on the other side, sunshine pumpers. I want to be somewhere in the middle. I feel like that's what we try to do on this channel. I want to meet this team where it's at. I want to talk today about realistic expectations for this football program. Before we get rolling here, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up just below the video. If you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. This is for the fans, by the fans. We are just fans, just like you guys. Now, if you like what we do here, go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. We will be doing a tailgate show tomorrow, 6 p.m., taking you all the way up till kickoff, and then we'll go live immediately following the game as well. But let's take a look at this article. It's from A to Z Sports. There's not a whole lot of substance here. It's just going to give me a launching point about, the topic at hand today. And again, that's realistic expectations. The article here from Zach Reagan says ESPN isn't giving the Tennessee Vols much of a chance against the Florida Gators. I touched on this yesterday and in my scouting report predictions, all that good stuff. I feel like a lot of people thought that this Florida team was going to be down because of the talent that they lost. And maybe that raised people's expectations. The article here says the Tennessee Vols will play in their first road game of the Josh Heupel era on Saturday night in the Swamp. Tennessee will take on number 11 Florida in Gainesville at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. The Gators coming off a 31-29 loss to Alabama this past week, which I think scared a lot of people. I think some of those people that thought Florida was going to be down got an eye-opening experience last Saturday when Florida stuck around after getting down big early. They fought, they scratched, they clawed. Ultimately, they lost to Alabama 31-29. This is what I really want to talk about. It says here, UT is very much in the early stages of a massive rebuild under Heupel. The Vols have had a severe lack of depth, and there's a significant talent gap between Tennessee and Florida. In other words, everything is working against the Vols in this matchup. And that's what I want to talk about. At the beginning of the season, you've got experts who are picking Tennessee to win 3 games, some picking Tennessee to win 4 games. And while I think that's disrespectful, I think this football program is easily capable of 6 wins this season. I think that's very doable. I felt like they needed that Pitt game to kind of make that road a little bit easier. And looking back at that game, the number of penalties, the number of turnovers, I called that a pick'em game before the season. I called it a pick'em game even after Pitt came out as the favorite. I still think if Tennessee plays Pitt 10 times in Neyland Stadium, I think Tennessee takes more of those games than they lose. But I thought that was a very important piece of the puzzle to getting to 6 wins. But Tennessee, the reality is they are in a massive rebuild. You guys know the story. You lived through it just like I did, coming off of a 3-win season. I don't need to throw the numbers and the names and the talent that they lost in the transfer portal. But some people choose to believe that Josh Heupel is never going to get it done. Before he ever coached a single game, people were against Josh Heupel. I don't understand that train of thought. Now, go back to what I said at the beginning of the show. We like to keep things realistic here. We like to judge things on a case-by-case basis. I'm not going to tell you what Josh Heupel will or won't do, but after each game, if I see things that concern me, we raise red flags on this channel. The first one in the Pitt game, 4th and inches, game on the line. Josh Heupel goes out of shotgun. If we disagree with that, we're going to raise awareness to that, and that's a red flag. There are things that you can be concerned about. But I don't understand the hot and cold, the polar opposites. You know, some people on the flip side of that talking about sunshine pumpers. Some people felt like this team was going to go out, win 9-10 games. And maybe the expectations get set too high, and then that leads to more negativity. Like I said, I don't know if it's the nature of the beast. I don't know if it's just college football, if it's all across the board, or if it's this Tennessee fan base, because that's something we hear on the regular. We get the blame. Tennessee has a toxic fan base. That's why nobody wants to come coach football here. I think we demand success, and we've not seen it in a long time. We've got a lot of upset and frustrated Tennessee football fans, me included, guys. I'm not happy with 6 wins, but I'm meeting this team where they're at. And to have these high expectations, can Tennessee go down to Florida tomorrow night and win? Yes, 100%. Any given Saturday, any team can beat any team. That's why you play the games. That's what football is all about. But to be told that we're too negative because we feel like Tennessee is going to lose by 10 points is ridiculous. On the flip side of that, to be told that we're idiots for saying the same thing. Again, I think that puts us right in line somewhere in the middle. Article goes on to say here, as a result, ESPN's Football Power Index isn't giving Tennessee much of a chance to beat Florida on Saturday. The latest prediction from ESPN has Florida with an 88.6% chance of beating the VAWLS. That means ESPN views Tennessee as 11.4 chance, leaving the Swamp with a win. Vol fans probably won't be thrilled about those percentages, but it's realistic. Everything points to Tennessee losing this game, and that's to be expected. It's year one of a new program for the VAWLS, and the program was left in a mess by previous head coach Jeremy Pruitt. Tennessee manages to win on Saturday. It would easily be the VAWLS' biggest win since beating Florida in 2016. Again, let's go back. Let's go back and retrack. Meet this team where it's at. Jeremy Pruitt left this program in a mess. I feel like we all knew that. I would like to think that most of us realized that. We realized where we were at as a program. I truly believe, I said it multiple times, last year's football team was better than 3 wins. They were. But that's what they did. That's reality. They won 3 games. Entire coaching staff fired. Everybody gone. Cleaned house in the recruiting shop. Everybody gone. All new program. New athletic director. New coach. This is a massive rebuild, and we're 3 games in. Now, you may not think that Josh Heupel can get it done. I get that. But it's the extremes to both sides that I don't understand. Seems like the same people that before the season were saying that Tennessee sucked, they were awful, Josh Heupel's terrible, they're only going to win 3 games, are now upset if they go down to Florida and lose. Well, isn't this right where you thought they were? Let's meet this program where it's at. Let's look at this defensive line and where it's at. Much improved. Players are being coached and developed on that defensive line. Let's look at the defense in general. Let's look at the offense in general. Look at the numbers. People are mad because Joe Milton's not connecting on the deep ball. People are mad because Hendon Hooker's turning the ball over, and this team is still scoring a lot of points. Made a video yesterday talking about that this Tennessee football team, Josh Heupel has scored 36 points or more in all 3 games. Took Jeremy Pruitt 2 full seasons to do that. Meanwhile, they go out, they give up 6 points to Bowling Green, and they shut out Tennessee Tech. They did what they were supposed to do. They took care of business. Let's see what they do tomorrow in Florida. Let's see if they go down and they compete. Let's see if they continue to get better week in and week out, and let's build forward. Let's see what Josh Heupel can do in recruiting. Recruiting class doesn't look very good right now. I get it. I understand the frustration, but he's going to have an opportunity to go in the transfer portal and try to plug, mix and match, fill the holes, fill the needs. Josh Heupel may not work out here. I don't know. What I don't understand is the extreme opposites. Leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. What's realistic? What should we expect in year one of the Josh Heupel era? Some people are ready to fire him today and move on. That solves nothing. We as a fan base need Josh Heupel to succeed. If Josh Heupel does not work out, how much longer till we're the new Vanderbilt? How much longer, guys? Some people feel like we already are the new Vanderbilt. Talking about filling Neyland Stadium, 102,455 for Pitt. What was the attendance? Around 80,000. Apathy is starting to set in. We need Josh Heupel to succeed. So leave me your comments. Let me know what's realistic. Do you have the right to be angry and want Josh Heupel fired? Do you have to sit back and accept mediocrity? Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you do smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Grab the official merchandise of the Talkin' Vols Network at bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. Hope to see you guys tomorrow for their tailgate show, 6 p.m., and then also the post-game show immediately after the game. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The songs howl like me, poets sat in our chains, soaking moonlit falls on